made this.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What's popping, guys? Welcome to ZeerTalks Football and welcome to another edition of Tactical Majlis Pod. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit of an annoying circumstance for now, but let's see how it goes next week. You know what I'm saying? But listen, before we begin, you know what to do, guys. Subscribe, press alarm bells, future content notifications, like, comment, rate, go check socials, and listen, go check Football Rig, of course. We will obviously collaborate it like we always do. And inshallah, you're good wherever you are. Sami, كيف الحال, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good so far. Maybe after a couple of hours, things could change. But as of now, I'm good, bro. All good. How about you?
I'm doing all right, actually. For somebody that lost last night, I'm actually doing all right, actually. You know?
Wow. Okay.
Because it could, I'm looking at it like, obviously, to start things off, we're going to talk about Bayern PSG. I think it could have been worse for us personally. It could have been worse for us, but mentality got us through it. Bro, I want to know your thoughts before I give you my honest opinion as a Bayern fan, because I know you'll probably give me a neutral view on it.
Honestly, as a neutral guy who's watching one of the elite games you can watch, it's an early final. If it was played in a neutral grounds, let's say this is a final, I would have given it 50-50 because we were watching two of the top informed teams in Europe, i.e. PSG and Bayern. And to be fair to Bayern, I mean, they went all in, they attacked, they were not really afraid. Even when you guys went 5-2, you went 3 goals down, goal deficit, and yet you managed to come back. So that stems from an elite mentality, right? This is a club that is has a pedigree, has heritage, has history, and the players in the ground understands that. Company as well understands that. They cannot sit back and just hope for the best. And I was really, really impressed by that. We watched a scintillating performance from both sides, from both ends, attacking football. People would say maybe the defense was not that great from both ends due to the amount of goals that has been scored. But I would disagree with that because we watched probably the top wingers in the world compete against each other. We watched Olise, we've seen Kvaratskhelia. So from both ends, they have probably the top attackers in the world. So that's probably why we're seeing the number of goals. It's not because the defense is weak. It's just because the attack is just so that good, right? And I enjoyed it. And I think you guys did really, really good. I don't think it's hugely in the favor of PSG. 1 goal deficit. I think you guys can make it in Germany, in Allianz Arena. I think if you're gonna put a percentage in that, I would say 51% PSG, 49% Bayern. So that's how close it is. It's very, very close, very marginal, and I'm excited even to see the second leg. I don't know about you guys, but I'm truly, I truly enjoyed the performance, and I think you guys did absolutely great, great, and good job, company. Good job, players. What a game! What a game!
You know what's funny? The funny thing, it wasn't even company in the touchline. It was Aaron Danks. Because company.
But he said something. He
said the lineup,
right?
but he couldn't do anything else.
Yeah.
Like he had to sit on the stands, and there was a UEFA staff member watching it. But that's just so you know. But yeah, imagine despite that, and we're scoring 4 goals, crazy. But I'll be honest, I read the mentality at the end. And I feel like at the end we were I mean, more on them, but that was because they made their subs. I saw that Manrique made like their subs and stuff like that. But I will say this: what I didn't like, yeah, and I'm saying this as a Bayern fan because you guys are chatting in a neutral perspective. I'm looking at this in a perspective of me being a Bayern fan and me talking about what we need to do to make the final.
Mm,
Stanisic, I feel like, is part of the issue to why we conceded some of the goals, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. If you look at the first goal, for example, yeah,
mm,
and you
mm,
see like Due when he makes that amazing ball, like, and you know what? You know, I was watching yesterday, last night before I went to bed, or some point in the morning. It was Mo and Hussam on their MHF. Now,
mm,
Mo brought up a very good point, and I'm not usually one to be agreeing with like a prem mentality or anything like this, but he actually did make a good point in this because again, this is something I have to call out.
mhm,
Stanisic, and again, it's not like a coaching thing; it's more of like a personnel thing. But then again, the coach picks the players. Why
okay.
is Stanisic overcommitting so much so that he has to recover to keep up with Kvaratskhelia, which he barely was able to do, then gets beat and then scores. So that's one instance. Another
Mm,
instance I can talk about are the last two goals that they scored, which is the crosses that go or passes that goes towards Kvaratskhelia and Dembele respectively. Where was
mm,
he? Where was he? Now, I could also say Manuel Neuer had a stinker in goal too, because I could also say the last two goals, I don't know what he's doing diving the wrong way too quickly. And I don't know why he's ball watching in the last goal, you know?
mm,
So
mm,
those are like the things I do have to call out. I have to call out the main culprit though, is whether it's company, whether it's Aaron Danks. Why is Stanisic starting instead of Limer playing right back? Now, in case you don't know, Sammy, and in case people in the chat, or maybe some in the chat will know because they watch my channel week in, week out, day in, day out. I've
mm,
always said, and some other fans said as well within the Bayern fan base, bro, you cannot be playing Stanisic at right back when it's a game like this against quick wingers. You just cannot because he's not quick. And secondly, Limer has to play right back because people will not rate him. But and I will listen. I'll be honest. Last season, I thought he wasn't as great, but I have to say this season,
mm.
he's played on another level at right back, and to see him be shifted to left back this half of the season just to fit Stanisic in, I'm like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? So yeah, but I was happy with Davey starting. It's just annoying that he got subbed off instead of Stanisic when you can clearly see he's the shittiest one of the two. But then again, it's because Davies, needs to be rested more often because of his recovery and stuff like that. That's why they did it. But it's just at the
Mm.
same time, it cost us a little bit. But I have to say, in the attacking end, I thought Luis Diaz and Harry Kane, two of our best players. I thought Ulise took care of Nuno Mendes very well. However, I have to say, pretty fucking wasteful, in my opinion.
Yeah, he wasted a very clinical,
Yeah,
I mean,
there was one.
easy sitter.
That
Like you
pass.
were already 1-0 up at that moment. I remember it was
Yes.
like 20-ish minutes, something like that. And you could have easily went 2-0 up. And I think that would have changed the game, the dynamic of the game significantly into your favor. But however, I mean, it's not like they have an elite goalkeeper. I mean, you could have beaten that
Yeah,
goalkeeper.
but he was wasteful. But not even just that. I feel like even certain decisions he made was wasteful. Forget just finishing. Like he would, like, for example, there was a moment he beat Nuno Mendes and I think Zaire Emery, and then
Mm,
he goes through. Maybe instead of passing, maybe instead of taking that cheeky shot, he could have maybe passed across. Or like there was one where he's trying to do a cheeky dink, and I'm like, bro, just go for the shot. And by the way, this is another criticism I have to make. And it's guys like Ulise and Musiala that's getting the biggest smoke for this. Why are you not forcing shots?
yeah, you
Bro,
have to take a shot at. Yeah.
if we force shots, I genuinely think that maybe we could have got maybe an extra goal or two. But because we didn't force shots, we lose the ball and they maybe hit in the break, with their like long pass and then boom, they're through or something. But I have to say
Yeah.
we're also fortunate that Dembele and Due missed a few chances. So it was end to
I,
end,
I
but I
I
do
I
think the
agree with
shift.
you. So by the way, Luis Diaz balled out. He did.
He did ball
He
out. He
played
was
very.
my best. He was the best player from the Bayern, but I think the best player all around was Dembele, in my opinion. I thought Dembele
Yeah,
was.
yeah. Dembele was the star of the show, but from your side, from Bayern
Yeah,
perspective,
Diaz.
I
Yeah,
think
Diaz.
Diaz was
Yeah,
amazing. And I told you, man, Diaz is a great signing for you from the beginning of the season. If you remember, I told you this.
yeah, but I
I
was
told you that,
skeptical. I was
and
skeptical.
you were skeptical about it. I said, listen, man, Diaz is gonna ball out because you can see the potential in him. And however, Liverpool were not properly utilizing him, and for some reason, but you guys managed to get the best out of him, and now you're seeing it. I mean, you're seeing it in the big stage. You're not just seeing it in the Bundesliga. Now you're seeing it in the semifinal of the UCL
Even
where it
against
matters
Madrid,
most.
even in the against Madrid,
Even
both
against
left
Madrid, that's
forward,
true.
but he
Yeah.
didn't perform as much as he did yesterday. I thought yesterday was his best one. You know. So
Mm.
listen, man, happy days, but again, it's not obviously it's not over. Because again, we're still one goal down. And the way I look at it is, listen, in the Bundesliga game, we're gonna have to rotate like we always do. And when it comes to Allianz Arena, I'm just hoping the likes of Carl and Bischoff, even, which I don't even know if you know him, but guys like them are fit because we need more backup options. The fact that I had to see Goretzka come on play as a 10 is despicable. Absolutely fucking despicable. You know what I mean? So,
How
and then,
many points are you leading right now in the Bundesliga? Hold on, let me just check
oh,
real
we're
quick.
champions. Khalas, man. It's done.
So why the hell are you talking about the rotation and all that stuff, bro?
Because,
Play
yeah,
your
so we keep
fuck.
out, yeah, because
Play your
when we keep,
freaking youth team, bro. What you tell me? Bring the youngsters, bro. Yo, guys, we're gonna have a field trip today. We're gonna go to wherever in Germany and have a field trip, bro. What you talking about? I will not play a single
yeah,
player from the first team squad.
wait, so what do you define rotation then?
Rotation is having a couple of players. You're still eyeing the win, securing the win and all that crap. That's what I talk about rotation. But now it's a complete, you know, turnaround. You have to change the full squad. Play the youth team, your B squad or whatever you want to call it. Just play them. Do not
I would,
play a
if they were
single
fit,
player
if they were
from.
fit, bro. Bro, to
I'm
be
sure you
honest,
have
I
a
would,
bunch of players from your team are fit.
bro, I'll give you an example who I would play. Yeah, I would play like Ito, Kim, Stanisic, Ndiaye. Who else would I play?
I wouldn't even play Kim, bro. At least Kim, I know
Jackson.
Kim is a.
I'd play Jackson. Them people. Just play them. I don't give a fuck.
No,
Play
don't
them.
play Jackson, so you don't have to pay the money.
Oh no, it's done. It's done.
I know
No,
it's
no, no,
linked to the
no, no,
minutes
no,
or
no, no.
something.
He not us. It's done. We haven't played him. We haven't started him in a lot of games. He had to start.
Yeah, something like that as a start or
He had to
minutes
start
played or something.
45 games, and he didn't even. Yeah, he didn't even meet the requirement. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, it's announced he's gone. Herbal announced that he's gone. He's gone. So I'm not even
Okay.
fussed about that, bro.
No, even these players I wouldn't play because you never know. In the second leg, something could happen. God forbid, an injury here and there. Then you would still need your backup players, right?
Yeah,
To
but
be fit.
the problem is though, Sammy. Our even some of our younger players are getting injured, so that's the problem. So you're gonna have to play the Goretzkas, the Jacksons, the frauds. You're gonna have to play like even like what we did for example in the Mainz game. We played like Goretzka, Di, and Guerrero, and then Kim and Ito. Like we're gonna have to do similar shit again.
Mm,
Play Orbig in goal as well. Even though I actually rate Orbig for next season, but like for now, just play him because Neuer's a starter. You know what I mean? By the way,
mm.
I want to know your opinion. I think Neuer needs to retire.
Yeah, he should. He should. I
He
mean,
really
how many
should.
years do you still want to play football, man? Yeah, 40 is is a remarkable milestone for a player. I know it's a goalkeeper, and goalkeeper tend to stay prolonged in the game because of the I would say fitness requirements, not the same as a midfielder or attacker or even a defender. But yeah, I mean, he's a legend. He built his legacy in Bayern. He won everything with Bayern. I think he was part of even the squad that won the Champions League in 2013. He's part of the squad that won the 2021, was it? Or 2020, sorry.
Oh yeah, the Champions League we won 2020.
2020. So he has two Champions League trophies plus a bunch of Bundesligas already, or the league trophies that you guys won. He won the World Cup with Germany. So what else, bro? I mean, That's
I
it.
don't know.
ختمت الكورة، ختمت الدنيا انت خلاص. ختمت اللعبة. What the fuck do you
Bro,
want, bro? What
bro, I
else?
told my friend who's also a Bayern fan. I told him like so he understood. Bro, احترم تاريخك, bro. Like, what are we doing? احترم
Yeah, man.
تاريخك.
Leave
What are we
leave
doing?
with that. Yeah, leave with some, before
Dignity.
things go really dire, and people turn against you, and you start having a lot
Bro,
of
there's already
flops and a lot of
fans
shit.
turning. Sammy, there's already like a section of Bayern fans turning on him. This is the problem, you know. Like I was on this like train of Neuer needs to retire. Like, don't, I'm not even saying get like the board get rid of him, like Real
Mm.
Madrid get rid of. I'm saying Neuer in your brain, please think to retire. That's all I ask. And if he stays, because there's a thought of him extending another year. If he's gonna stay, I don't want him starting many games. I really don't. I could not be asked to be seeing sometime maybe good, sometime maybe shit. No, I just cannot, bro. It's just jarring.
Mm.
One time I'll see him make gazillion saves. The next game I'm gonna see him make a stupid pass to give away a goal. Another game I'm gonna see him not even being able to hold the ball. Another day, I'm gonna see him run out of his goal line to win the header. Another day, I'm gonna see him run out of his goal line to end up falling into the ground in the path of Martinelli to score that easy goal. And I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, I can't. Well, I just can't, bro. This guy's too unpredictable for me to be like wanting.
Leave on a high, leave on a high, and if somehow, I know you guys secured the league already, and probably you're gonna secure also the cup. Let's say in a perfect world for Bayern, where they're gonna win the UCL, then dude, just leave while you're at the top. You won everything. You gave everything to the fans, to the club, even to yourself as an achievements. Then just leave, bro. I mean, nobody will banter you for it. Nobody's gonna scold you for it. I mean, everybody will praise you, and probably they're gonna build you a statue there, man. And you deserve it. You're one of the players that actually
Oh
deserve to be
yeah.
recognized in Bayern history as well.
Bro, the fact that we've had Sepp Meyer and goal a long time ago, and the fact that we've had Oliver Kahn and this guy somehow to over
He superseded, I think, Oliver Kahn as well.
Oliver Kahn and Sepp Meyer, bro. By the way, Sepp Meyer is part of our history as well. Legend back in the day in our three-peat. Bro, I'm telling you, the fact that, like, at least in my personal opinion, that he surpassed them in history of Bayern, bro, is mad. You know what I mean? And then I'm hearing this guy say, I want fans to think that was a good goalkeeper. Habibi Finas, they think the worst you are is third best of all time, bro, or second best of all time. For you to tell me I want people to think you're a good goalkeeper. What are you telling me, bro? This humble gimmick. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the game and Neuer and whatever, bro. As for PSG, though, I have to say, yeah, listen, man, their attack, brilliant. I have to say, though, their defense got caught lacking, though. I thought Pacho, that was his worst game. Nuno Mendes, one of his worst games, too. Hakimi, as much as we both appreciate Hakimi, and hopefully he's okay, by the way, because he sustained an injury again.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I hope he's okay.
I have to say, though, he was kind of time wasting, not the hamstring injury, but he was kind of initially. But listen, I hope he's okay, though. And I hope he makes the World Cup, inshallah. That things, you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, bro, I don't think he was really on it as well. So,
but do you? I mean, there's one thing I wanted to say about the game before we move on to the next one. Is have you noticed when the substitutions happened from both teams, the game kind of went a level lower? Like I just felt like the PSG, they don't have players on the bench in the same level of Kvaratskhelia. Obviously, Kvaratskhelia.
I think they have decent. I think they have good lab. I thought when Mayulu come on, by the way, he could have scored and hit the post. Remember?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Barcola and all that. And even
he's a bozo. Yeah, he's
a bro. I felt the level dropped massively. So
I hear you.
From both sides, by the way. Even when you made your subs as well, I didn't see.
Yeah, I told you already. Our subs are shit. I don't even like the only reason why we made these subs because we were low in squad. But realistically, we should not be making them subs. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. That's why I'm hoping for the Cards and Bishops to be back next week. Because
and this goes back. Yeah, this goes back to what you said about the league and the players that are gonna play the league game. They need to be fully rested, because I'm sure it's gonna be a battle, against PSG. I mean,
Oh yeah,
in Allianz
100%, bro. I
Arena,
can see it go to
it's gonna
extra
be a
time, bro.
battle. It could go to extra time. Could go to, which is 120 minutes. It could go to pens. So it's gonna take really a lot. It's gonna take a massive toll when it comes to the stamina and fitness and readiness of the players. So I think you gotta have fully rested squad, even the bench players.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, anyway, that's PSG and Bayern Munchen for you guys. Now, let's preview اليوم. Let's preview today, inshallah.
Yeah,
Atletico
bro.
de Madrid versus Arsenal Football Club. Yeah, I tried. Chat to me, bro. What are you telling me about Arsenal heading into Riyadh Air Metropolitano?
Metropolitano. Um, Difficult game, difficult team, and it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy, and both teams almost play very similar. There's a lot of similarities when it comes to the play styles and all that between Atletico and Arsenal, in a sense that they always prioritize structure, compact formations, defensive duties comes above even attacking wise. So yeah, I see the haram ball, man. I expected draw. I agree with Wokif there, but I expected to be 1-1, something like that, or maybe 1-0. But I don't see it obviously to be similar to the PSG and Bayern, which is fully attack and beautiful
Oh
football
yeah, it's
there
gonna
and
be
attack.
Mamel, bro. It's gonna be
You never know. I mean, when we played against them, we smacked them 4. So I don't think that will happen,
yeah,
though.
it's not
I
that
think
simple.
I don't think we're gonna smack them, especially in Madrid. But I don't, put them massively favorites to go over us, bro. I think we have a chance. We have a really good chance to qualify to the final against them, and it's gonna go down to this game first. If we do manage to somehow either get a draw or nick a win, you know, by even one goal, it will make massive difference because of the way they play. I don't think it's gonna be an open game. The only way I see is gonna go open if let's say we drew, okay,
Mhm.
whatever the scoreline is, and in the second leg, then it will be open. Let's say in the second half, where they both have to attack each other now because you have to win, right?
Yeah.
Uh, so that's the only time I would see both managers are going to be open up and play a little bit more expansive. But in a sense, I think it's going to be more like a chess game, and you know what, chess games are boring sometimes. But we'll see, man. I mean, they can go really dirty with you, and the way they play.
You know
And
what I feel like?
yeah,
Should I give you
tell me,
my neutral perspective?
give me your
I
neutral
actually
perspective.
think this depends on how Simeone approaches it. Because let's be honest, I already know how you guys gonna. You guys are gonna be very
Hey, we
conservative,
might surprise you, man.
bro. For me, it's how Simeone approaches it
Saka's back.
because I've been hearing that. Yeah, but let's be honest, Saka hasn't been as bad, so pack it up. Yeah, but you never know. Maybe he turns up for once, like he did last season against Madrid and stuff like this. Because I thought that was a good spell that he had last season. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Yeah.
However, like back to the point, like does Simeone approach you guys in an attacking manner or not? Now, I personally think if he approaches it defensively, he's better off than going attacking. Now, ask me why. Ask me why. You know why?
Go ahead.
Because
Justify
I'm
that's the
gonna just because I feel like Jokeres would thrive in that sort of chaos. I really do. I think Jokeres and Martinelli would thrive in that chaos. That's why he's better
I don't
off
think they will
being
leave
defensive.
spaces in the back. I don't think they will leave spaces in the back.
They will. They will. Bro, did you,
Nah, bro.
bro? Their defense
This is
ain't
not
all that.
Barca.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, they're better off just pouncing and where it hurts for Arsenal because you man on the ball are not that good. So they're better off letting you have the ball. Try to create, miss, fuck up chance or play like cowards. and then hit you on the break with the Griezmanns and the Alvarez's and the Lookmans if he's playing, which I don't know if he is, because apparently he might not be. I don't know. Giuliano Simeone, all them, man. You know what I mean? This is what they should be doing. And if they don't do that, then that's when it plays to your hand, you know? So let's see how it goes. But for me personally, I think they're better off being defensive, especially, bro, the fact that they're home first, because you both are like defensively minded. The fact that they're home first, actually, in my opinion, plays into their hands. Because imagine you guys trying to pull up for a Mentado with your attack. I don't see it. Do you think you could pull a Remontada? Let's say Atletico won like 1-2-0. Do you think you can pull a Remontada?
Yes. One, yes. Two is going to be very difficult.
Two, okay, say two.
But one goal,
yeah, two.
Yeah, we can.
Interesting, because I don't know. I
two is going to be very, very difficult because of the way they set up the defense.
By the way, maybe goalkeepers may play a big role today.
No, it's not it's not 100%. It's not 100%, obviously, but of course they're going to come in as favorites if they do win this game and the second leg. They'll be the favorites. That is quite obvious. But the question is, if it's a draw, which I tend to say it's going to end up a draw. I don't know why. It's just a feeling. Then it's going to be a little bit in our favor, just because of our record in the Emirates and the way we're going to approach the game and the way Arteta likes to control and dominate and possess the ball in the majority of the time, and not letting the spaces in the back. Yes, they do play possession-based football in some instances, which I haven't seen in quite a long time. But when it comes to defense, I think our defense is quite solid, even though we have one missing player there, which is Timber. But the other three, including the goalkeeper, I think they're solid. If you're looking at Nkapie, he's a warrior. You were right about him, spot on about him being a really good player. Gabriel Magalhaes, Saliba, I think also Raya is a good goalkeeper. So I don't think it's going to be easy for Atletico to break us down defensively. It's not going to happen. It's not Barca where they play the suicidal high line, and Alvaro is going to have acres of space to run and drift and do whatever he wants. I don't think that will be the case with Arsenal, because they do prioritize defense above attack, which is boring, to be honest, in many instances. But that's the reality, and I think Arteta is walking on eggshells right now, because his position is on the line. Because if he doesn't win any trophy, then I'm almost certain that the board will sack him.
You think so? Because you know what? I have a feeling that, and I don't know, based on what I've heard, of course, but I have a feeling, bro, your board may want to extend just on the basis that you maybe potentially make a Champions League final. Let's say if you make the final, I think that's when they like, you know what? Yeah, we're extending.
You're saying we lose the league. You're saying we lose the league and we just reach to the final. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying if you reach the final, regardless, I think they keep.
Okay.
I feel like if I'm not saying they should, obviously, but
depends if he gets the league. If he gets the league, I understand it, justifiable. But if he doesn't get the league, and
it's not just. By the way, I'm telling you, it's not. It's not about what we think.
It is in the board's mind. For me, it's not. I don't want him even if he wins the league.
And that's fine. You're entitled to that opinion. I probably would feel the same way for my club too, bro. You get me? I'm just telling you how your board probably is thinking. This is what it is.
The only way that I would change my mind is if he wins both, which is highly unlikely. But that's the reality. If he does win both, then yes, I will tend to change my mind and raise my hand and say,
wait, what did my man say? You all say about Barca high line? Wait, when? 5 trophies in 2 years? Seriously? You know what it is, I'll be honest. I understand, because by the way, I know Lee Gunner brings it up that apparently Arsenal's high line is a bit higher than Barca's, which is mad if it's true. I actually don't know if that's true. But what I will say, Barca play attacking football, so it wins them.
No. It's not true. It's not true. It's okay if we
Again, I said
attack.
I don't know. I said I don't know. I
No,
said
no.
I
If
don't
we
know.
attack, yes, the defense tends to push, which is normal. This is normal circumstance. This is normal positioning of defenders to support and to stay within the
I
central
think that's what
areas
he
of the
means,
mid.
and then maybe that's what he means, but he delivered it
But
wrong.
but what they do is when they have the ball, right? When the opponent has the ball, their defense is in the central areas, bro. What you talking about? That's the high line. Our center backs are not. I don't see Saliba and Gabriel standing right in the midfield while they have the possession of the ball. That's not true. And yes, I would take Tuchel. I think Tuchel is a good coach.
I think Tuchel is, I had him and he was a bump with us. But I think the problem is we played attacking football and he's used to defensive football, so it never will work. I think for Tuchel to work in a team, you have to be a defensive. You have to have a defensive identity.
we already are.
Well, there you go. So maybe for you now it works, but I don't think your fans will want Tuchel. I'm telling you right now. I don't think your fans will want Tuchel.
I don't mind him. I don't want him, but I don't mind him.
But yeah, about Barca though, you win domestically, but the problem is you're suffering in Europe. So, and again, it's been like 11 now, 12, soon 12 years. I mean, it's ridiculous. So, hey, listen, fix your defense and we can chat, bro. You know what I mean? We should rate.
We should rate what, bro? There's not a single player that I would buy from.
No, I know
why
he's saying Van de Ven and Vuskovic. No,
not even Van de Ven, bro. I wouldn't.
You don't rate
take
Van de Ven?
No, I wouldn't take him.
The only problem I have with Van de Ven is his injuries. Otherwise,
exactly his injuries. I mean, what do you want a player that is missing more than half a season? Well, what is that? What is that gonna
I know it doesn't work. Like I know it won't work out, but like at the same time, he's not bad. It's just he's hurt.
Who else? Nobody.
Vuskovic, he plays for Hamburg at the moment, but the thing is, he's a Tottenham player, so that's why he's saying them. Nah,
I didn't pick him even when he was fit.
Himself, he's injury prone himself, and he got injured as well just recently. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. From Tottenham, is there really many players? I mean, listen. I personally would take Palhinha back. This is my personal opinion. And then, I mean, there's Matisse Tell there. Maybe that's an attacking option. But then again, his mentality is a bit in the gutter. You know what I mean?
We wouldn't have sold him if you wanted him. So,
no, I personally wanted to keep him. The company didn't want to keep him, but it was not because of his quality. It was because of his mentality. Because the problem with players with us sometimes, what they do is they want minutes. But the problem is some players, like they
didn't earn the spot.
They're too impatient, so we let them go on loan. And if they keep on coming back and being petty about it, we just let them go permanently. So that's what we did.
Sometimes it works for them, by the way. And
I know
a good example.
Players,
good example of that is Alvarez, for instance. He couldn't stay because he was always a second man to Haaland, and look at him.
Yeah, but me personally would tell, like, well, especially in that Tuchel season, I thought he was actually doing a good job. Actually, out of the few players, that done a job,
and that's why you cashed in.
Yeah, we cashed in because he didn't turn out to do much under. He barely even got a chance at their company. So
how much did you cash in? 40?
45.
45. Okay, well, that's good 45. Money.
Yeah, I know. After them trying to rinse us with Kane, yeah, I'll take it, bro. Fucking hell. By the way, I think.
Hey, it's worth it.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Every single penny is worth it. Do not give me that gimmick, bro.
But Sammy, you know what they tried doing? They tried adding another 20 million. This is the problem. They're frauds. It's the problem.
Obviously, yes. He is probably the greatest asset that.
He's turned up. Thank you very much. But at the same time, I just feel like
the greatest Tottenham Hotspur that I witnessed in my lifetime is him, Kane, and Bale. Also Modric. Yeah, and Modric.
Yeah. It's just at the time because remember when we first signed him, he scored 30 goals in the league, I think it was, but he was injury prone as well, if you remember. So it was like one of those ones in which are you willing to pay that money then? But fair play. You know what I mean? But yeah, listen, what's your prediction for the Arsenal game tonight?
1-1.
1-1. Also, you know what? It's gonna sound a little mad. I'm saying 2-0 at Atleti. I think
There's,
counterattacks will hurt you today.
I don't think there will be counterattacks. I don't think they will allow them to have counterattacks. I think we'll play so defensive. And
You say that, but the problem is I think you'll have more of the ball because of Simeone. I think, bro, I think they'll want to sit back. But let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Atleti does approach the game, and maybe that's when you become defensive, and maybe that's where your draw comes in, or maybe Arsenal get a 1-0 win. Who the fuck knows? You know, it depends on it depends on how Simeone
I
approaches.
wouldn't be shocked. I really wouldn't be shocked. Nah, Yusuf, come on, 3-2. I mean, you expect this game to have 5 goals?
No. I actually
I
won't
doubt
see
it.
that. Bro,
I doubt it.
if I see that, I'll be shocked. Wallahi, I'll be shocked.
I want to
He's saying
win, Yusuf. Obviously,
he
I
did.
I,
Yeah.
I want to win regardless. I do want my team to win, but to be honest, they're not filling me with confidence lately, and the performances has been shit. Our results hasn't been really convincing, and that's why Man City came from 9 points gap and closed it to nothing, because our form is shit. So I can't come here shamelessly saying that we're gonna win. I can't. I have to, stay humble a little bit and be realistic with myself and say, okay.
I understand why he'd go off, but I think it was dumb. It was dumb on the basis of putting Goretzka in the 10. There you go. That's my answer. But I thought it was shit anyway. But yeah, man, that's Champions League for you. Let's chat a little bit about you know, City and Chelsea. They made the final respectively. I mean, City, you know,
Yeah,
they
Hano,
come.
are you gonna win? Are you gonna win the FA Cup, Hano?
Oh, here he is. There you are. I
Are
had
you gonna
you winning
win?
the FA Cup.
Bro, I think this topic is a wrap. It's already wrapped up. I think Chelsea is an abysmal club right now. They're lost. Completely lost. I don't know, bro. Maybe, not even maybe, bro. Come on, have some shame, bro. Have some shame and decorum, and be a little bit, realistic a bit. I don't think you have any chance whatsoever to win against City.
There you go. Most likely, though.
Yeah, that's a realistic answer, but I think City are gonna smoke them. To be honest, I think it's gonna go down in history, one of the highest scores in finals ever, bro. Because City is just in form; they are playing very, very well. Somehow Pep, motivated them in the end of the season. And by the way, Pep, if you go to his record in April, May, right at the end of the seasons, usually he somehow collects a lot of points, and you can see it statistically speaking. And I don't know, bro. I mean, he is a great manager. There's no doubt about it. He knows what it takes to win. The players that he have are elite. When you talk about Haaland, when you talk about Shirky, Semenyo, and all these players are really, really good players. And I think they're gonna, end up winning. It seems like they're gonna end up winning the treble, to be honest. And like you said, this is probably the worst Man City team we've seen in years. And somehow they ended up winning trophies. I mean, that's how that's how frustrating it is, bro, for me as an Arsenal fan. If you can't win against this Manchester City, I mean, imagine if you went against Manchester City, the treble-winning Manchester City, or last year, not last year, the season before that, Manchester City. Yeah, there's no chance for you to win, and I concede to that because they were a juggernaut, But now somehow Arteta just flopped. Arteta just bottled it. It's just man. It's
Yeah,
miserable, bro. It is miserable, and that's
bro.
why I want Arteta to be out, bro. Even if he wins the league, because I cannot guarantee you that he's gonna do it again next season. I don't see him doing it next season. I'm convinced now that even if we win the league somehow by a miracle, then it's not because we were playing so good. It's just because the other teams were really shit, i.e., Manchester City and Liverpool, the main contenders.
Yeah, bro. It's just this, but that's my point about your league this season. It's just been poor. You know what I mean? It's just boring to watch. No, it's like nobody wants to win. It's like it's like hot potato. You might not just playing hot potato for the league. Like, nah, this is where you are now. This is where you are.
No, you can look at it from two perspectives. You can say it's a boring league like that, but also you can see it from a perspective that the other teams are also strong. When you play Brentford, it's not easy. When you play Bournemouth, it's not easy.
Yeah, but they're strong
When
for
you
their
play
level.
Sunderland, it's not easy.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to say.
yeah, but let's be honest, they're strong for their level, bro. The fact that you're competing with them, bro, that shows how much you guys are falling off, though. That, like, like if you are like a City, if you are like Arsenal, Liverpool, right? Let's say even the other teams in the Big Six, not named Spurs, right? And even if you want to put
Mm,
them there, then the standard should be you should be better than everyone else. But the problem
agreed.
is, yeah,
Agreed.
you should be. But the problem is, you're like falling down to their level. So then it looks competitive. But bro, like realistically, bro, you watched our game last night, okay? Whether you think the defending was good or not, whatever, okay?
Mm,
Look at
mm,
the at least the mentality and approach to the games, right? Now look at the approach of teams in England this season, or let's say the past 2 seasons, bro. Other than maybe Liverpool last season, bro. Let's be honest, the approach is not good enough, like to go all the way in like the league, like in other the league alone, let alone other competitions.
So
You
you're
know what
talking
I
about
mean?
UCL now, right?
I'm
You're
talking about the league and UCL,
mm,
both. Like, because obviously you guys are striving to be the best in the world, not just in England.
all right. But
That's
if you're
why I
talking
bring the
about the
conversation up.
right,
Because you,
so if I go back to the league, last season Liverpool ran away with it. Nobody could have catched them. And when they got knocked out in the UCL, it was against PSG, right? The winners.
and they
Uh,
gave them a go.
Arsenal, right? Arsenal fumbled the league early. They couldn't catch Liverpool, and the UCL we reached to the semifinal after winning against Madrid, which is an elite team. But we lost to PSG, the winners, right? Because the thing is about mentality is that's fine to have a certain mentality, but when you're outplayed by certain teams that are very good, like PSG, Luis Enrique's PSG, then I understand why we got knocked out. It's not like we got, slapped around and we just rolled over. No, we actually tried, but they were better than us.
Okay,
Simple as that,
let me
right?
ask you a question. Then. Let me ask you a question. So let me ask you a question. So let's
Oh,
say now Arsenal
mm,
as a club, because let's talk about your club. Since you brought up the
mm.
example, you lose to PSG in the semis last year.
I
Okay.
brought also Liverpool, but okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I know, but let's use your club for example. So, and we can use Liverpool too. ما فيش مشكلة. But let's
Mm,
say with Liverpool, it's more of like I don't know because they lost on penalty, so I can't really use them as an example. But with you guys,
mm,
like
mm,
you lost from literally the moment that Dembele scored in the Emirates in the first few minutes. So with you guys, like let's say you had the mentality of getting better players, had the mentality of from a manager that wants to approach the game in an attacking style. Don't
mm.
you think you would have given PSG more of a game then?
You talking about the season or the last season?
But you brought up last season, so I'm saying in general, if even by that point, let's
Mm,
say if
mm,
your board had a mentality of thinking if this Magic keeps on doing this, and we may have to get rid and get somebody
mm.
attacking minded, get the best out of these guys, or let's say Arteta himself, he changes his mentality to being attacking minded like he was in this first season competing. Don't you think there's more out? He gets more out of these players to a point that you at least على الأقل compete with PSG?
I agree with you, and this is where I don't
It's a
like Arteta
mentality thing,
because
Sammy. It's a mentality.
exactly, and you're right. You're right about that. And Arteta is not the type of that's why I don't want him. He's not a type of manager who can galvanize the team when you are down 1-0 or 2-0 or whatever in a very difficult game like this semifinal, or you are competing in a league and this is a must-win game where you're going to build a gap. We had a couple of opportunities, by the way, to build the gap even 12 points, 15 points ahead of City. We didn't lose the league because we lost to City. We lost it when we drew against Brentford. We lost it when we drew against Nottingham Forest. These are the games that I look back and I say, Arteta, what the fuck, man? How come you sit back against Wolverhampton, a relegated team? You're sitting back as a elect champion. You sit back against Wolverhampton. I never seen an elite team go sit back against a relegation team. That never happens, bro. So this again goes back to what you said, which is the mentality. Now, when you go to the dressing room and the break between the first half and second half, this is where I expect the manager. And when you have an elite manager like Pep, like Ancelotti, like Conte, even these managers know how to galvanize the team, and he say, you know what, guys, tactics aside, get your shit straight.
Yes, sure.
Get back to the game. Get back to the game. This is not who we are. We are Arsenal. We have the fans. We have to win. We must fucking win. And that's where I don't see it from Arteta. He keeps on doing. What is that, bro? What is that, bro? 90 minutes. I want you to you know what? Put your eyes on Arteta for like 10 minutes, okay? I want you to see what he does in the sideline. Just
oh, yeah, just tonight, you mean? Okay. Bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Bro, there's no single manager that does that. The micromanagement is insane, bro. It's insane, bro. Bro, put your freaking tactics. Here's the lineup, guys. Saka, you're going to play on the right. I want you to drift more. I want to do this. You have full day to do that. And then in the game, relax. Let the team play. Trust your team to deliver the tactics that you put out there. But to micromanagement to that level, bro, I'm a fan who's watching 5,000 miles away, and you brought me stress. Imagine what the players who are 2 meters away from you are going to feel.
Bro, imagine the
it's insane, bro. It's insane, bro. And that's why, you know what? If you want to go somewhere else and learn how to manage football. Maybe you have some good ideas, but it's not feasible and not applicable in the world of football because, bro, you're going to get blood pressure very soon. And in that way, if I look at the great managers, Ancelotti, Pep, who else? All these managers, bro, they put the tactics, they sit back, they relax. They even Mourinho, for example, they wait until the break. They look at where the gaps happen, where the issues happen, and they address it. Listen, X, I think you didn't do well in that, so please make sure to pass the ball, release the ball faster. You're keeping it for too long, and at the same time, not diminish their confidence or anything of that sort. That is a skill by itself, and I think Arteta lacks that. When a team goes to the second half and
it's like Legos, he treats them like Legos, bro. Funny, like
he is a Lego head, but this is
he treats it like Legos. Like he puts pieces together, and it's like it's tough.
It doesn't work like that, bro. There's something psychological behind it. You have to understand it. You have to understand how the player thinks, how the player feels, how you can support them. I don't know, emotionally, whatever, bro. Find the best way to get the best out of this player or that player. This player needs more attention. This player is okay. I can deal with it. I mean, there's a lot of factors that I think Arteta are not grasping or fathoming in the world of this is footballing aside, because the moment you step out in the second half and you look worse, that's on the manager. That's 100% on the manager, right? Because the whole team looks shit. The full attack looks shit. Saka looks shit. Martinelli, Trossard looks shit. Gyökeres looks shit. Havertz looks shit. Eze looks shit. Who must I blame? If there's a player that are missing easy chances and they're flopping, I'll point the finger on that player. Say, you fucked up. There are a couple of chances you should have scored, but you didn't score. But I don't see those chances created, so I can't blame the player. It's weird, bro. It's mad.
Actually, don't insult Sami now, bro. Get out of here. Okay, even I felt insulted here reading this question.
I never rated him as a player, bro. You want me to take him as a manager? Man, I'm willing to take Fabregas, bro. At least one of our own.
صراحة, Fabregas coaches good football. I can't even lie.
Yeah, man. Look at Como, bro. What he's doing with limited resources. Imagine he had $1 billion, bro. Like this fraud Arteta. Como. Billah عليك, a year ago or 2 years ago, did you hear about a club called Como?
La wallahi, I'm not gonna bullshit you.
It's not like a famous Italian club like Lazio, Roma.
I think they're one of like those up and coming
Fiorentina.
Yeah. You know that club, by the way? I found it like a month ago. They don't even have like one Italian player. I think other than maybe like a backup goalkeeper or what's his name? Alternative goalkeeper. Bro, That's what Fabregas is built in that team. You know what I mean?
Let me check. Let me check the Serie A quickly now. Let's see where they're standing. This Como team.
This Como team
They're fifth.
is
They're fifth,
yeah.
bro. And if somehow UV flops, which is highly likely to happen, they can go to Champions League. Imagine. Como. Sounds like a freaking meal in an Italian restaurant. Como pasta. Man, levels to this shit. And yes, Yusuf, Xavi, at least he's a winner. You know, at least there's a CV
Xavi,
there.
Yeah.
There's a CV there. You know, he was a manager at said Qatari club and Barca, and he won in both clubs. So at least he knows how to win.
I remember saying I would take him at Al Hilal at one point last year. I remember saying this.
So you rate him.
I rate him. So here's the thing with Xavi, yeah. I personally rate him at a certain level. So like if he went to like a Saudi club, I think he cooks. But if he, coaches in Europe, I think he can coach at a certain level.
He won La Liga, bro.
He won La Liga, but let's be honest, bro. Like, if you saw the way that they won La Liga, and then the following season how the Xavi moved, I'm not sure if it works consistently enough. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he'd be one of those win now and then bye bye. I mean, if you're happy with a Xavi, fine. Maybe he works at Arsenal. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he works at Arsenal because again, you're defensive and he was defending. I don't know, but I only saw him win La Liga one time. That's the thing. So he means Xavi Hernandez, not Xavi Alonso.
I will take both, bro. Any of those are better.
I think Xavi Alonso wouldn't be bad for you. But I think he suits Liverpool more.
Man, give me that guy from Al Nassr. Jesus even. I'm okay with that.
You know what, George Jesus, he's actually good in terms of his what's his name? What's it called? Attacking mentality. But the problem with him is he's very picky with certain names, bro. With Al Hilal, the only reason why I wanted him out because he was picky with Blahi.
But he won you a lot of shit as well.
Yeah, that invincible season,
and then he went to Brazil and trained with that team, managed a team, and he won with that team and had a massive record there.
Oh, he won in first stint, and then I think
Libertadores as well.
Yeah, it was like he was with us in two stints. One stint, he was winning, and then he left, and then he got sacked. I don't remember why he got sacked, and then he come back, and next thing you know, we're winning again. I mean, first season wasn't like the best. Not gonna lie, that was the one when Etihad was won. If you remember, they won, but we won the castle. But then that season where we went invincible and won every trophy domestically except for Champions League elite in Asia. That was a good season. And then last season was terrible. I can't lie. He was kind of out of his depth at Al Hilal, and then he goes to Al Nassr, is doing a job. Not even gonna lie, even though I would like to troll him and call him Jabba the Hutt for pissing me off last season, but it is what it is. But yeah, Sammy, any final words? Because I know you have to go.
No, bro. I just hope my team wins. I hope Arteta proves me wrong because this guy is gonna turn from a cone man to a con man very soon. So I wish nothing but the best for my team, and it's just ridiculous at this point. 6 years down the line, that he needs to win something. He needs to prove to the fans that he is the man for the job. And if he's not gonna step up, then by all means, the door, is open.
Yeah. But guys, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, comment your way. Go check Football Rig, of course. Go check the other channels, ZeerTalks Wrestling and FCB. The FCB one's where I do the Bayern content. So go check that one. I will be doing
before we leave. You think you're gonna qualify to the final?
I still think we can and will. Yes, clip it. Okay. That's fine. I know what you want.
No. So I swear I don't want to clip anything. I just want to see how.
Yes, I think it will be a difficult fucking game, but we will still go through. Yes, in extra time even. So to prove a point that it's not going to be easy. Anyway, Yes, actually, I called it hate along because I'm not gonna lie. Arsenal Tears is amazing.
If you want
Arsenal
to
Tears.
hate along there, watch along here.
Oh but you know why I do watch alongs on this channel? Because let's be honest, are you a competitor of mine in the Premier? I don't even play in the Premier League.
No.
Exactly. In the Champions League, we're enemies. You know what I mean? This is how we
Yeah.
move.
So would you
So,
rather to have Arsenal or Atletico in the final if you go through?
you know what? You're gonna actually like this answer. Yeah, I actually rather Atletico personally, but it's not for the reasons that you think. This is the problem. I just don't. I can't stand the narratives if we face you. I can't lie. The narrative is probably gonna be, oh, it was 5-4. Arsenal's gonna defend win, or like Bayern bottled the final to Chelsea before they can do it to Arsenal. They lost to Arsenal in the league phase. I
You
just
know
cannot
what?
stand the narrative.
If
I
somehow
can't.
if somehow Arsenal qualifies to the final, okay, and you qualify to the final as well. That's if you do your job in the second leg. Then I think me and you have to do a collaborative watch along, bro.
We're gonna have to have a conversation about this. Oh my god, oh, brother.
And I'm serious about it. Yeah.
We'll have a chat about that, inshallah.
That's only if we reach to the final. Okay, I'm taking a step ahead, but
Yeah,
we'll
we need
see.
to step back. Yeah, we both need to step back because I'm already one down, and we don't know what's gonna happen to you. But hey, see, Deontay wants it. We'll see, man. We'll see. Bro, I swear down, if that happens and we do it and I lose, bro, why? Strictly, I have to go to the desert somewhere in Tumama. I need to go and just stay there and Al Khayma. Never leave it. This is what I'm gonna have to do. Yeah, because now
No.
that's what
We'll have to agree on certain bases. Nobody hides. You don't duck the smoke, bro.
No, listen,
Win,
I'm
draw,
gonna
or
be.
lose.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna be in the Khayma somewhere. In the Khayma.
Even if I lose, it's fine. I'll be here. I'll take the L. I'll take the banter. I'll take everything. It's fine. Yeah,
No,
cool.
but guys, listen, you know what to do. Subscribe again, like, comment away. Go check socials. Go check Sammy's channel, and hopefully you're good wherever you are. Sammy, big up, guys.
Big up
Take
to you,
care.
buddy.
And this is Arsenal Football Club. Peace.
Every single thing in it